It began as a dream almost a century ago. In 1946, the dream came true. And Howard College has been making dreams real ever since. The movement towards junior colleges in rural areas had begun by the late 1800s. In 1929, the Texas legislature provided for a process to establish such institutions, and by 1936, Dr. P.W. Malone of Big Spring was presenting the concept formally before the local school board, city management, and the Big Spring Chamber of Commerce. But economic hardships and a call to arms meant the dream would have to wait a little longer. As World War II drew to a close, Congress passed the GI Bill. Soldiers were headed home with an education promised to them, and young men and women throughout our region were able to focus on their futures. This rise in need coincided with the sudden availability of facilities, with the closure of the Big Spring Bombardier School. In 1945, Mr. Frank Grimes wrote an editorial whose truth for that era has become astonishingly relevant once again. Quote, "There may have been a time when junior colleges were considered appendages or mere interludes between high school and college. That day is past. More and more these schools are being considered as the people's colleges because of their proximity to the people." He continues, "The demand of the people for more practical education, that is training in how to make a living, will accentuate the need for a junior college, particularly one with a bend towards technical instruction." In that year's November election, with 87% of the vote in favor, the citizens of Howard County created the first county-wide junior college in the state, as qualified by new laws adopted by the Texas legislature, offering 2 years of college-level coursework and allowing students to affordably earn an associate's degree and prepare to advance to a university. Classes began September 30th, 1946 at Howard County Junior College, making a quality educational option accessible and affordable for the people of our region.
The future of Howard College is really being built on the wings of the Howard College greats that have gone before us. We believe we're very unique, and we always have been. Howard College has been, from the very beginning, a place that has valued diversity and has championed it. We serve individuals that come from all walks of life, all cultures. That has continued through the years.
I was here in 1951, 52, and loved it. It was small enough to know everyone, and it didn't cost a fortune at that point. And if you come from a dryland farm, that was important.
I had the desire to get a college degree no matter what, and I was going to do it. I had been accepted at Sam Houston State and Tech until the realization came in that I was short on funds. My parents couldn't send me there. So one morning I just came up here, talked to the administration, registered, and started attending college.
All of it was fun, and I had dear friends that have lasted a long time. Of course, basketball, and then the cheerleaders got to ride the bus with the boys to the games. Lots of fun.
It was a gunset to have Howard College in my own community. And that's the reason I started attending here.
The difference between Howard College and everyone else was the connection piece. I always feel like they didn't just ask me, hey, take the test, go take this, bring it back, get your grade. They would ask me things like, how's your family? How's your mom? You know, how's school? How's basketball going? It didn't feel like I was just a number.
When I came to Howard College, trying to get my GED, the support that I receive over here and encouragement to continue my education allows me, to keep going, and Howard College made me feel like family, gave me a lot of support, and I finished and I walked the stage earning my certificate, so it was really amazing.
As you can tell, I'm a huge fan of I'm a huge fan of school and education, but I'm a huge fan of Howard College. My first job out of college was at Howard College. I mean, that tells you something there.
Tradition is a thread that weaves throughout Howard College and ties our past, present, and future together.
Our board has always been a board that has been very visionary and has made decisions that really were before their time. In many instances, when you go back and you look at the history, that's the community college. It's for the people.
I was actually a student here from 93 to 95. Afterwards, I came back to town and served on the administrative side as director of outreach. Then I was blessed to be able to serve as a teacher, a professor, assistant professor of sociology and criminology. Also am now a board member of the trustees here. So it really gave me confidence coming here. The support that I got as not such a strong math student, wanting to major in business, that would later on become a key factor. Knowing math, I had a really great professor, and Mrs. Murphy at the time, that took the time. She made a huge impact on me.
Our foundation is strong and steadfast, allowing us to grow with our students and communities.
Whenever we have started a campus, it has been the result of community members that see that need for the community college experience. In Lamesa, that happened back in the 70s. Community leaders were behind that effort, and Howard College worked with those individuals to make something happen. Dawson County has been providing the space since the beginning, and that's been very important to Howard College because state funding does not allow us to use any kind of contact tower generation for brick and mortar. And so the fact that they have provided that space for all these years has made a difference not only for the college to have a place, but most importantly, the citizens of Dawson County to have a place where they can attend and they can begin their community college journey.
I chose Howard College to go to school because I lived in Lamesa, and honestly, I didn't really think I would go to college. I never thought I could go to college. I was going for my GED, and my GED instructor, Ms. Hernandez, was the one that told us about Howard College in Lamesa. And she said that there was a Howard College in Big Spring and there was one in Lamesa, so if we didn't have the funds to drive back and forth or go live in the dorms, that we could take classes at the Lamesa site, and that way we could, further our education without having to leave Lamesa.
Our SWID campus, which we now call the Southwest College for the Deaf, originally the Southwest Collegiate Institute for the Deaf, happened because of a series of events that came together. First, there was a gentleman in Howard County, Big Spring, who had a deaf son, and he was interested in what kind of opportunity is my child going to have when he gets old enough to go to college. At the same time, we had deaf leaders in our country who were also interested in this new thing called a community college. And then we had the closure of Webb Air Force Base. And the leaders of the city of Big Spring, as well as Howard County, were trying to determine what are we going to do with the space we have. And then, of course, Howard College was here. So all of those people came together, and we had the opportunity to create the only community college for the deaf in the country.
As a teacher who was a former student here myself, I see some former students who have continued to have a contact with SWID, with the campus here. I went to a Deaf Expo maybe 5 years ago, and I met a few former students from SWID. And wow, they were so excited to see me. They ran up, gave me a big hug. We don't understand the impact that we have had on students who have come through here. A very, very real and deep impact. And that has lasted throughout all these years. And it will continue in the future.
So a person might ask, why Howard College San Angelo? We obviously have a great university, Angelo State University, that has been in the community for many years. But I would remind everyone that ASU was a junior college before it became a university. And what's unique about the community colleges is we have these programs that are called workforce. And that was something that we could bring lots of programs that are short-term, a year, 2-year kinds of programs. That was a void. And so we worked with leaders years ago to begin to change some of the focus as far as what we could do with workforce training. So we're producing students that can go to work and serve. At the same time, lots of other workforce opportunities that a community college can provide. So that's what we bring to San Angelo.
We've grown and we've expanded what we do for students while continuing to be a local, very affordable option for those seeking to obtain higher education. Countless bachelor's and master's, MDs, and PhDs had a smart start with an associate degree from Howard College. Howard College is continuing our journey to the future with student success as our compass.
I think the biggest impact that Howard College makes on our students is the homegrown approach and the interaction that the students get with the instructors.
I'm definitely looking forward to seeing my full potential. And I think that Howard is helping me see that. They are willing to help you to get through school. It's not just you and against money.
My older sister had came to Howard, and so did my dad. And I remember the experiences that my sister had, and she enjoyed the employees and the staff at Howard College. And so I came to tour Howard College, and it felt like home. It was such a small community that was welcoming. The employees here at Howard College care just as much as your success as you do.
I keep having to plug the diplomat program simply because that was a huge part of not only my scholarship and paying for my school, but I also had such a great time with it. I got to meet different members of the community. I got to participate in a lot of different community functions, and it was just a great way to be the face for Howard College in a way, and help Howard College help me, sort of. So it was a great experience.
From the very beginning, Howard College has had such great leadership and people that have led the institution as trustees. We've had the support of the voters and the taxpayers, and as we've grown and we've gone across the region, we have support from all of the communities that we serve. We have been very blessed with donors through the years. We have donors who've made such a difference in the growth and development and future of Howard College. We have a very rich tapestry of people that have made Howard College what it is today. Going forward, it's going to be about the leadership. It's going to be about the people that support Howard College, our taxpayers, our community members, and all the communities that we serve. It's going to be about the employees that dedicate their lives to serving. And we're all in it for the same thing, students having opportunity. That's the future of Howard College as we continue with that same vision, Howard College for students, for making dreams real.
Today, 3/4 of a century later, Howard College is strong. And in the future, it's plain to see how Howard College is poised to be more successful and important than ever before. Tomorrow's students will expect flexible education options. The already high demand for skilled trades and nursing will explode. And for the students planning bachelor's degrees and beyond, starting their journey with our affordable associate degree program will increasingly be the smartest way to start. The vision behind Howard College, the People's College, established to bring the education to the student, viewed from today, remains forward-thinking, continuing to lay the foundation for a strong future far beyond these first 75 years. We're the Howard College family. We give each other the inspiration to reach greater heights and make dreams real.